What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey. We are back on our test server, and as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, we had something really awesome happen on day 20 of our account. Let's jump on over, because you'll see here in the all-hero recruitment, on day 20 is our first Celestial slash Hypogean, and we actually hit Scarlita. Now, I personally think going for Scarlita first nowadays is almost the better strategy than the typical Ryanair strategy that we talked about oh so much, because one thing on global that you've noticed is Ryanair is quickly falling off even the endgame meta in Dream Realm, and that was the place where he was really used the most. Now, in a lot of bossing modes, he's still really good. However, Scarlita is seeing more and more play, but there is one big issue with that strategy as well. And that is the fact that Scarlita's season ability is what puts her over the top and makes her really awesome. You can see right here, we don't have season abilities because, well, we're not going to have the Song of Strife season, I don't believe, on the test servers. So you still have to consider, is she worth using? Now, there are some really good things about her. The fact that she, you know, jumps up into the sky, the fact that she will still give them a shield equal to her max HP, but again, you're going to need to invest in her to really make her great. Of course, if you get her to a Legend Plus, she gets Execution, which is really good, which means you can just like do extra damage to enemies with low HP. The real power comes in when she hits Mythic Plus and Supreme Plus, and that's why I don't know if I want to over-invest in her right now. She's an awesome single copy to have, but as you guys can see here, we'll take a look at the tavern here. We have 31 of these stellar crystals, and I feel like we're probably getting to the point where we're getting close to the next Hypogean hero that's supposed to be coming out, and I don't know if it's worthwhile going for her right here. Now, the other thing is, of course, we have our guild store. We have 50,000, so like another week, maybe week and a half, we should be able to get 2 copies from her in the store. But again, it takes quite a few copies to get to even that legendary plus status, and I don't know if she's necessarily going to be worthwhile right away on an account like ours, because as you guys can see, we have some super powerhouses kind of building right here. This is going to be our squad. I really can't wait to get Mythic Plus, which we're only 4 copies away on Arden, which is really good. So I love to hear your guys' feedback. I think literally the only 2 options on our account here would be going for Ryanair or Scarlita, and the fact that we got Scarlita first kind of makes me want to invest in her and power her up. I think if anything, I kind of want to start using my Stargazes, because let's be honest, number one, if we hit her early, that's really good. That's beating pity. That's awesome. If we don't, we still aren't going to pull her. We'll still have 9 to go, which will happen probably in 10 more days, which means we can always swap to a different hero. In the meantime, we have options to get a lot of different things. We can get some temporal essence that we really need for our heroes, for powering them up. There's always the chance of hitting a ton of diamonds. Omni Acorns, not so much as necessarily. So let's get in here. Let's do these summons. Let's see if we get lucky, because again, if we beat pity, that's awesome. I will take that all day, even if it's a hero I don't necessarily need right away. It's just really hard to beat that luck. So let's see what happens here. This is what you should expect. Tons of tidal essence, not even temporal essence, Omni Acorns, but you're still getting a decent amount of them at the very least. We hit the copy early. We hit her very early. My goodness, I will take it. So we got her how many in? We used 20. So we hit her on 17 then, because we're 3 already going. So we might as well just keep going. We might as well see if we get even luckier and get another copy, which, hey, I've seen crazier things happen. The fact that we didn't go to pity on our first one is already a win. We didn't see a single orange on anything else. You know what? We'll even use our single pull right here. Maybe we get super lucky. Could you imagine? Could you imagine on this one right here? Okay, yeah, no, Omni Acorns. So sadly, we didn't hit any temporal essence, which I really wanted, but hey, can we really complain when we hit an early Scarlita copy? And at this point, I think we might even buy a copy of her in the store too, just to continue powering her up, because now we can take her to Epic Plus, And yeah, I think going to legendary right now is going to be worthwhile. So I love how I had that whole talk at the beginning and now I'm almost discounting exactly what I had, because I do think going for Scarlita is going to be the play for our account. So let's get her to legendary. Sadly, not quite legendary plus. We need what? One more copy for legendary plus, one more copy for mythic, and then 2 more. So we still need 4 more copies to get her to unlock her mythic plus exclusive. But the fact that she's now legendary means she's going to be a lot more usable. And the best thing about that is you usually use her in most of the teams. Oh, look at that. Nice, we got some more progress. The thing is, usually in these types of teams where you're running like Granny, you're running Aaron, you're running Arden, you usually throw the Scarlita in as well. And I'm kind of intrigued to see if we can make progression by tossing her in the team just right now to see what our progression's like. So this is the team I've been kind of running here. Of course, we're not running Arden just yet because he doesn't have his control. I do personally like running a lower power Almost just because of the fact that he doesn't instantly die, and then afterwards he gives the shield to like the Aaron. So let's see what happens if I just change this up. We go away from a healer and instead get the Scarlita on the team, because again, she's going to be able to provide that shield right there to the Aaron, which is going to give him a lot more survivability. I have not powered up this account just yet since our previous attempt, and it immediately already looks like it's going better. Like, it literally feels like it's going better, and now we potentially in the future have a chance to yeet people off the battlefield as well. That ended up being a lot better than running something like a support hero on our squad, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Let's see, what is our deficit right now? Oh wait, we're finally not in a deficit. And is that just because we added her to the team? No, I guess we were still not at a deficit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this running, see how far we can make some progression. The only other thing I do want to consider doing, ooh, we got more artifact upgrades as well, which is always nice, getting more power, especially for PvP with this one. The one thing that we are so close to getting, which I really need, is we need to push, I think it's to what, 3,200? Yeah, 3,200 arena points, and then you get the challenge to get into the champion ranks, which means right now, if you get into champion, even at the lowest rank, you're going to get in at what, 68? Although you started at 1,000 points, right? I don't know, does that actually adjust your rank to 30? That would be interesting, but there's a big reason for that. Number one is the second you get the champion, you get multiple tiers. So you're gonna get 1,500 diamonds, 25 of these temporal essence, and 25 of these twilight. And you're also going to get the 21 to 100, so you're going to kind of like double up on your rewards if you break into the top 100. And tomorrow, I think thanks to having Scarlita on our team, it might be possible. I think I actually might change our lineup just a little bit, even on defense, to include Scarlita now. I think doing something like this could be really, really good, and then going back to Confining Spell. I think this type of team might work out really solid. I just don't know if that Scarlita is going to be good enough. I guess I don't have many diamonds, but I kind of want to just test her out in one of our battles real quick. See if we can get a W with this little bit of a change here. So we're going to drop you and throw you in. I don't want to do something like this, like this, like this. Now, typically, I hate going up against Coco teams with this because it's very burst-oriented, but let's see what happens now that we have Scarlita in the squad as well. Of course, our Aaron gets interrupted by the enemy Lily mate right away, and this is kind of why I like Almost too, is because he kind of has a second life, but especially with adding Scarlita to the team, that increases his survivability a ton. The issue is our Lily May is getting very weak in the back here because she did take a hit from Thorn, but Thorn has now been taken out. Let's see if we can keep her alive. Oh, we stopped the Coco ultimate. That is perfect. And yeah, if we can make our way to 3,200 tomorrow, which I think is very possible. Oh, geez, I don't think we can do it today with diamonds, right? Yeah, 2 more attempts, that would not be enough. So we're just going to have to play defense as good as we can. But I think the fact that we're investing in Scarlita is going to be really, really good. Like, really good. Right now we have what, plus 10, plus 8, and then I want Scarlita to most likely be our next one. So that'll be really, really interesting. I love how our team is coming together. Even other heroes that we're not directly going for, like Odie's already at Legendary Plus. We have a lot of Legendary and Legendary Plus heroes, so we're looking really good. But we got lucky with Scarlita twice today. One on getting the first copy, one on hitting her on our 17th Stargazing, which is amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I do think Scarlita is going to be the play for us. I'll see you guys next time.